how nice is it to have Odell back?
Yeah, it's great. He's worked extremely hard to put himself in a position to have the opportunity to play, and we're real excited for um, him to be with us. And the guys have all worked really hard to get to this point, so we're excited about him being out there with us.
How do you look? I mean, this is his first full week of practice. How do you look running around?
Yeah, I mean, Odell, again, he's worked really hard, so he's put himself in position. Physically, he looks good. He's in good condition right now. He's been preparing off the field with his mental aspect of, learning his assignments and doing those. So we feel real good about where he is right now, both physically and mentally.
Did practice even feel a little different, just energy-wise, with him, with all the guys seeing him?
Yeah, I mean, Odell always brings energy to practice, which is great. I mean, I think that's something that's really important is when you have energy at practice, it really is a very positive thing. And certainly he brings that. And I think that it's a collectively as a group, it's a group that brings energy. And Odell certainly has done that this week at practice. And I'm really excited for him because he's worked so hard to put himself in position to now play.
Coach, I mean, obviously, you never want to lose anybody, but Jarvis Landry is such an important player for you guys. So, what kind of a blow is it, and how is it alleviated to some extent by the timing with Odell?
Yeah, tremendous amount of respect for Jarvis as a player and what he brings to our team. And now we're faced with not having him. But the group that we have, the team that we have, the way we're built, I really feel like we're going to do the best job we can to, you can never replace a certain player because every player is unique. But we're going to do the best job we can of having a good plan for the players to play, and hopefully they can bring some of the things that Jarvis brings to the field as far as the work ethic, the passion, the toughness. That's the hopes that I have for the group, that we can pick up in those areas and really, without Jarvis, go out there and execute our plan and do a great job.
Behind the scenes, is he still giving you that leadership this week?
Yeah, Jarvis has been outstanding with us. Even though he's not physically with us on the field, he's in our meetings. He's very engaged, which I expected him to be because he's such a great leader. He's been very helpful this week to the guys. I mean, he has been right there with them from a film study standpoint. He's done a good job of being a great teammate right now, and that's what I would expect of him. And that's what he's done. I'm just very happy that he's on our football team.
Baker mentioned this week that Hollywood got in and played Jarvis' role without even practicing it all week. To the at first, how hard is that to have a guy go into a position he doesn't normally practice, and do you expect Richard to be the guy to maybe get the biggest snap jump?
Yeah, I think during the course of a game when you have a player injured at a certain position, regardless of whatever position that is, it's difficult and challenging at times because you haven't repped those particular reps from those alignments and those assignments. But I think that Higgins did a great job of jumping in there. He's a guy that really prepares very well. He works very hard at trying to know multiple positions. And he was ready to go when he was called upon in the game from an assignment standpoint. And we'll continue to ask all of our players to learn as much as they can to be ready to play in a multiple position role in case we do have to adjust. It won't be the only time we'll have to adjust during the year, whether it's injury or whether it's some other considerations. So that's something that the receiver group has really done a good job of, is just learning conceptually, learning everybody's position, so if we do have to use them in different spots, that they're able to do that.
What's the message or coaching point to Anthony after that interception?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot that goes into every play, and certainly from the last game there was a lot of corrections and a lot of things to improve on. Anthony's continuing to learn the offense, but also learning the technique of certain routes. So certainly there's some things on the technique of that route that we improved on and corrected, and there's certain things in other aspects of his play that he's learning along the way that he needs to improve, just like all our players. Anthony's a rookie, and he's learning as he goes here, and there's a lot to learn when you're a young player, but it's interesting when you come out of a game, there's so many other things that happen during the course of a game that you look to correct and improve on. That was just one of many, but Anthony's learning the offense. He's learning the techniques that we want on the play, and he is, he's going to put himself in a position to be successful because he works very hard. He embraces the coaching. He has a great attitude and comes out to practice every day and tries to get better.
Demetric obviously splits time with the running backs, but also in your room as well. So how exciting was it to see him get that opportunity on Sunday?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, you know, here's a player that has worked so hard since he's gotten, you know, on our team, and he's a multiple role player, so he's doing a lot. Sometimes he's in the running back room, sometimes he's in the receiver room, but as we say, the more you can do, the more value you have for the team, and he's earned that role. You know, he's earned the opportunity to go out there, and he's done it through, he's just worked really hard, and he's worked hard at trying to know, you know, different positions, and that's not something easy to do, especially for a rookie to come in and be able to function as a running back and receiver and use him in multiple roles, and he's done that. And it was awesome to see him have success in the last game, and we're very hopeful that he'll continue to, you know, be a part of our offense.
Is he ready to take on some of those slot reps that might have been Jarvis's?
Yeah, I mean, I think that right now with Jarvis not being out there, it's always how do we win this game versus this opponent, and there's certain things that Dimitri brings. It might be in the slot on some of the things that Jarvis did, or it might be in other positions. So he's certainly a guy that has worked hard to be a slot receiver, but there's also other things that he does within our offense at other alignments that we're excited about, and he continues to work very hard. And I can't say enough about his preparation and his approach towards just trying to do the best for the team.
I kind of following up on what Nate asked you about Jarvis. Because he's a guy that never misses games and seems to play like a bunch of snaps, is it jarring when it happens, especially so early in the game? I mean, I know you guys handle injuries, but it kind of felt different with him.
Yeah, again, I mean, so much respect for Jarvis and what he brings to our team. I think during the course of a game when something like that happens, it's happened so fast, and there's so many things that need to get adjusted that, you know, we're very much as coaches staying in the moment and trying to get those things done and kind of reflect on it later in a way. So because of that, because you're so consumed with making sure you've adjusted certain positions and players and how that's affecting your game plan, that's really where your attention is during that. But to say that, you know, Jarvis brings so much from an energy standpoint and toughness and being out there as a leader, it's a tough player when he's not in there to replace. But I think that we have the guys in this locker room, especially in the receiver room, who, you know, work hard and do what we ask them to do and really try to fill the role that we ask them. So it's kind of by committee. Everybody's got to step up and do a great job.
Anything else?
Good? Thanks, guys. Have a great day.